Greetings, Cyberdogs! This is RENDOG coming at you from deep underground in this Let's Play Minecraft Survival series. In the previous episode, we were on a caving adventure, and we sort of... Oh my goodness! Just out of the corner of my eye, I just spotted a freaking diamond, baby! Guys, in this episode, we're going to continue to loot this giant-ass cave, but... I totally just lost my train of thought, because look what I just spotted, man! Some freaking diamonds, and you guys probably saw these, and I probably missed them in the previous episodes, so sorry for that if you did see them. But guys, welcome to this episode of Minecraft Survival with me, RENDOG'S. It is time to get some diamonds in the belly, man. Pick is literally, Claw is literally shaking. He is so freaking excited to get mining in these diamonds, man. Oh my goodness, Claw is ready for action. Most of the time he just sits in my inventory doing nothing, so as soon as he has a job to do, he gets really excited. So let's get Claw out and let us get some diamonds in the belly. 3 diamonds out of that one. Oh my goodness. 24 diamonds so far. 25, excuse me. 25 diamonds so far on this mining expedition, man. Damn. That is epic. Oh man, let's carry on though, man. The hunger is now 100% embedded into me. Now that we got 24 diamonds, I want to get more, man. Imagine we could go back to the mole hole with something like 50 diamonds or something, man. That would just be absolutely crazy, right? I mean, unthinkable? Yes, probably. Possible? Yes, but we have to get ridiculously lucky, man. We have to find a couple of diamond stashes now. Out the wazoo, basically. So anyway, guys, welcome. Oh man, torches can't stop lava. Welcome to this freaking episode of Let's Play Minecraft Survival with me, RENDOG. I got completely distracted by the bling there, man. Gonna have to do my intro again. And man, it has been a freaking epic adventure of epic proportions. This dude just tried to chuck me into the lava. Man, am I ever going to be able to do this intro? Freaking spiders, diamonds, distracting my ass all over the show. Man, this is just crazy. So anyway, guys, welcome to this Minecraft Survival series. My name is RENDOG'S. If you are from somewhere on the interbubs the first time that you've watched one of these videos, that was close. Welcome to the Cyberdog Pack, man. This is a Minecraft Survival series, and we are on episode 100, I think, and 59? Something like that, man. It's been a long one. It's a freaking long ass series, and damn, we have still so many more to come. We've probably got 3 or 4 more series of 100 videos of pop to come, because we're not even anywhere near the end or the Ender Dragon, and we still have so much work to do back home at the mole hole, which is the place where we live. And man, you know, stick with us, man, because this is a freaking sweet ass series. And I've really freaking enjoyed playing it, because you know, you guys, the viewers are able to sort of, well, I mean, not completely interact with the series, but I do read as many comments as I can, and I do take as many hints as I can to keep the series going. And a lot of the stuff that we do in the series is, oh, a diamond, is vastly influenced by the input of the Cyberdog community. But guys, this has just been an absolutely ridiculous start to this episode. 2 stashes of diamonds within 5 freaking minutes. And are we going to be able to hit our goal of 50 diamonds on this one adventure, this one single adventure? I'm not 100% sure that's going to be possible, but hells yeah, I'm going to try. So, Claw is out. Let's double our freaking diamond yield, baby. In the belly. Nice. So that takes us up to 29 diamonds. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. You know, when we got to this part of this cavern, I just, something was tingling inside me, man. I knew that this was going to be a lucrative cavern. And look at this, man. This has been absolutely crazy. All we need to do now is find a nice dungeon full of loot and find a couple more enchanted books, and we'll just be laughing, man. Then we'll go straight back to the mole hole ASAP. Because the last thing we want to do is die at this present juncture. Now the question is, how in the jazz are we going to get back to the mole hole? That question has just sprung to my mind. Because, of course, we do not have our mini-map mod installed anymore. And all we have is this compass over here in my inventory. And hopefully that compass is going to do some epic freaking work to get us home, man, because damn, have we got a long way to get home. At some point, we're going to have to dig up into the up to the surface. We're probably above an ocean, is my guess, unless we've somehow traversed all the way towards where the desert temple is that we found a while back. That would be pretty sweet, if that actually happened. Let's just pick up this redstone. I want to collect as much redstone as possible and do not need freaking spider eyeballs. But guys, while we continue on this adventure, there was something that I wanted to share with you, because I was just thinking about it now and I thought it was quite an interesting story. A friend of mine, I was chatting with a friend of mine on GChat, and he asked me a weird question, man. He asked me, what was your first memory of regret? And I think he was kind of in a bad mood or something, because that's quite an emo question. But I was like, man, that's quite an interesting question. Oh goodness, we have run out of space, people. We are literally out of space. Let's get rid of the crafting table, because we've got a stack of wood that can replace that crafting table. But anyway, his question was, what was your first memory of regret? And I was like, dude, that is deep, man. That is so deep it is wide. And I couldn't answer right away. I had to think about it. Oh man, we just lost our XP in the llama. Llama power for life. And I thought about it, and I think I know what my first memory of regret was. And I want to tell you guys the story, because it's ouch! It's quite an interesting story. So, the story begins with me on my bicycle. I must be about 6 or 7 years old. And my mum, for the first time, has trusted me to go to the shops, to the corner store, to buy some bread and milk, because at that stage, as I recall, she was kind of in mourning, right? Because, well, she was definitely in mourning. My father had passed away either very close to that time, or, maybe like a year later or so. But still, a year isn't enough to... Oh, Batty, my bad! My bad, Batty! Oh, man, I just killed Batty! It's a sad day. I'm gonna have to make Batty another gravestone for being murderized by me. But don't worry, Batty respawns. So anyway, guys, my mum needed some bread and milk, and I don't think she was in the mood to go to the shops. So she, asked me. I was her oldest son at the time, and the shops were literally, I would say, probably a kilometer away from our house, right? And my mum said to me, "Why don't you take your bike, and why don't you cycle to the shops with a backpack and just get some bread and milk? That would really make me happy, and then I don't have to worry about getting bread and milk anymore." So I was like, "Mum, you know what? No problem. I will happily do that for you." So I got on my bike and started cycling all the way to the shop. Now, what I remember the reason I remember this day, right? Because you obviously don't remember everything in your life. You only remember certain moments. I mean, if you remembered everything in your life, your brain would just be completely jammed with information, man. You just wouldn't be able to handle it anymore. Just thinking about all of your memories. But the reason I remember this day is for two reasons. Number one, on my way to the shops, I saw a guy playing with a remote control aeroplane on a field. I had to cycle past a field to get to the shops, right? And this dude was flying around a remote control aeroplane. I don't know how many of you guys have seen that. It's probably quite common now. But it has a little engine. It has two wings. It's like a biplane, right? And it swoops up and down, and it's absolute. And the controller is like absolutely massive. And it is just, for like a 6 or 7 year old, man, it is the coolest freaking... I mean, even now when I see a remote control car, a remote control plane, I'm like, damn, that is awesome. And I saw that plane, and I was just mesmerized by it. And I remember going to speak to the guy who was flying it. I guess I asked him what it was and whatever. And I think it was at that point that everything went wrong. Because I went to the shop, right? And I got some bread and milk from my mum, as she had asked me to do. Ouch! And I started cycling back to the house. Oh, God! I started cycling back to the house. I thought that was a creeper. And I think I probably stopped to watch the guy again. But I just remember cycling back, being really happy. Ah, Batty has respawned. Sorry about that, Batty man. We're going to have to make you a gravestone. My bad. And I remember cycling home. I was so happy, man. I'd done the deal for my mum. You know, it was like the first time that I'd actually dealt with money. I got to take her purse with me, and I went to the shop owner, and I remember him being really friendly towards me, and he asked me what I was doing there, and I said, well, I'm here to shop for my mum, and he was like, okay, cool, and he helped me out, and and everything was going fine and dandy, man. I wanted to get home as fast as possible to give the bread and milk to my mum and everything. And when I got home and I went to my mum's bedroom, I remember she was lying in bed, and she thanked me, and she said, thank you so much, you're such a big boy, all that sort of stuff, and that made me really happy and really proud, And then she said, can I get my purse back? And I looked in my little backpack, and I realized that my purse, that my mum's purse was gone, and I'd obviously dropped it. And to this day, my theory is that I dropped it when I was watching that guy fly his remote-controlled airplane. And I just panicked, and I remember just not even saying anything. You know how children, just before they cry, their face goes into cry mode, and then the lip starts to quiver, right? And then they just go to town, man. And then it's just like, and the pitch goes up and the squeal comes, and man, I just panicked. And I remember thinking my mum is just gonna like kill me or hate me or be really angry, but she actually was quite calm. I mean, she did send a 7-year-old to go buy bread and milk with her purse, so I mean it was probably her fault in the end, and it was kind of expected. And she said, don't worry about, oh my goodness, creeper party. She said, don't worry about it. 99 problems, but a creeper ain't one. Hit me. But I quickly, I left her room. She said, don't worry about it. There wasn't a lot of money in the purse, and my cards and stuff weren't in the purse. It was just like a little cash purse, But I remember there was like 5 rand in there, right? And rand is the currency of South Africa. And at the time, the rand was pretty strong. It was kind of like 1 rand to the pound, right? So it was almost the same strength as the pound. And so it was quite a lot of money in those days. So I got back on my bike and I freaking sped all the way back, and I retraced my steps. I went along the journey that I took to get to the shop, and I just hoped and prayed that purse would be somewhere on the floor or somewhere hidden. And I went all the way back to where the guy was flying his thing, and I asked him, did you see my purse? Do you have my mum's purse? And he just looked at me like I was crazy. He was obviously only interested in flying his thing, and I'd probably had been annoying him for 10 or 15 minutes already, so he just wanted to be rid of me, I guess. Either that or he had stolen my purse. But I like to think that humans are inherently good rather than inherently bad. Anyway, I couldn't find my mum's purse, and I went back home, and on my way home, I was in such a state that I think I was trying to go back as fast as I possibly could to get home again, and I was just in tears. My eyes were probably just watered up, couldn't see anything. Anyway, I fell off my bike, and I think I hit a stone or something in the road and went headfirst over, and I landed on my forearm, and I cut open my forearm really badly, like a massive gash. Huge. I mean, I was bleeding like crazy. When I got back home, my arm was just completely covered in blood. My bike was just completely covered in blood, and I was dripping blood basically. And obviously, when my mum saw me, she just panicked and freaked out, because obviously, she was still in mourning for my dad, and the last thing she wanted to do was, I guess the sight of blood really just completely panicked her, and she quickly, as I recall, she phoned the neighbor, and the neighbor came and helped us with like one of those plasters that also act as a stitch. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but it's kind of like a really strong plaster. And she wanted to take me to get stitched up, but I was like, no, I don't want to go to the hospital or whatever. And I guess the cut wasn't too bad, but I actually have the scar to this day. I'm looking at it right now. It's on my arm. And it always reminds me of that day, when I look at the scar, I sort of remember that. And I would honestly say that was my first memory of regret. I really regret, even though, you know, it wasn't my fault, and I know that I shouldn't feel regret for it. But I do kind of feel bad about that day, losing the purse and, you know, causing my mum so much trauma, especially when she was in such a traumatic state of mind already, you know. And yeah, I've always kind of regretted that. And I mean, don't worry, guys. I've spoken with my mum about this incident, and she's assured me that, you know, these kind of things happen in life, you know, with kids. And those of you guys who are parents and you guys who have kids, you know that this kind of thing happens, and you can't, you know, you can't feel sad about it or whatever. And but anyway, I just thought that was quite an interesting story. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And damn, it feels like I've been rambling on for hours, guys. So I think I'm gonna have to end the episode right about here. Man, this has been absolutely epic. We have got what? Mossy cobblestone, 30 diamonds, tons of iron ore, an enchanted fire aspect 2 book, almost a full stack of gold, and man, a nicely filled doggo log. And guys, I think we are going to be heading home, man. We need to get our buttholes back to the mole hole before we die at the hands of a creeper slash skeleton slash zombie slash enderman. Guys, this has been Rendog playing Minecraft Survival. If you've enjoyed this episode, show me the love by hitting that freaking like button, man. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I don't know what you are freaking doing, but if you don't subscribe, these 30 diamonds that I've got my cursor on are going straight up your butthole, man. And trust me, uncut diamonds are rough as hell. Guys, this has been Rendog playing Minecraft Survival. We'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, my friends.